Okay, we are live here with the Illinois Association FFA page. My name is Wayne Griffith with John A. Logan College in Carterville, Illinois, way down south, District 5 if you're talking in FFA terms. I'd like to take a minute and tell you a little bit about John A. Logan, Southern Illinois, and what we have to offer in the agricultural programs. First off, if you're not familiar with John A. Logan, we are situated in Carterville, Illinois, right along Route 13 between Marion and Carbondale. Carbondale, of course, being home to Southern Illinois University with its outstanding agricultural education program and agricultural programs in general. And so we provide easy access to students who are interested in continuing their degrees, not only at SIU, but in addition to the other four-year institutions in the state of Illinois. As we talk about what John A. Logan has to offer, we have 8 different agricultural classes that all transfer to the institutions in Illinois. They're all articulated. They all transfer. We built 7 different Associate of Arts degrees that are geared towards any agricultural major that a student might want to undertake at a four-year institution. So we have an Associate in Arts in Agribusiness Economics, Associate in Arts in Plant and Soil Science, Associate in Arts in Agricultural Mechanics, and Associate in Arts in Animal Science and Horticulture, and then a General Ag one as well, Associates in Arts in Agricultural Education. So we have the ability to sit with a student and say, okay, where do you see yourself winding up at in 4 years? Where do you see yourself after John A. Logan? And build a program of study for them or a curriculum for them at John A. Logan in 2 years that matches their needs. They'll take, for example, if you're an ag education major, not only you're going to take some ag classes, the Intro to Ag Ed class with myself at John A. Logan, you're also going to take some of your foundational educational psychology and educational theory classes at John A. Logan, plus knocking out those core curriculum classes of English and speech and math and all that good stuff. So that's what we have at John A. Logan in that respect. We have the ability to prepare students for their time at a four-year institution. We have students, of course, this year will be the second year coming up, will be the second year for the agricultural program. And we have students who are interested in transferring to the University of Illinois, of course, SIU, a couple that have been looking at SEMO and Murray State as well for other out-of-state options. Casey asked there, if students interested, who should they contact? Best way to get started is to contact me, Wayne Griffith, and you can find me on the directory, or very simply my email is Wayne Griffith, WAYNE GRIFFITH at jalc.edu. But you can very quickly find me on the directory there at John A. Logan College. We have a group of academic advisors who have, much like all of us, been working from home, and I'll give them amazing credit. They've done an amazing job registering new and returning students from home, just like everybody else has been working. I'd like to take a second and talk just briefly about some of the nice things about John A. Logan College. Of course, this year currently is the first year for agriculture classes to be taught at John A. Logan College. I have been thoroughly impressed with the degree of commitment to the new ag program that John A. Logan College has shown. We have a new classroom that seats 24 students in normal times, not social distancing times. In normal times, a new classroom that seats 24 students, and then adjacent to that classroom is a new agri-science lab in the second floor of the H building on campus, which is not to disparage anything else about campus, but is a really beautiful building on John A. Logan's campus, and one of the newer buildings on campus. So I personally have been unbelievably impressed with the degree of commitment to the new ag program by John A. Logan College, and I think it shows the level of excitement that they have, and that is happening in Southern Illinois for ag degrees in general. If you're familiar with Southern Illinois, we sit at this nexus of differences, I guess one would say. If you take soils with me one fall, I will bore you to death with the history of glaciers and soil formation and all that good stuff. But if you're familiar with Southern Illinois, this lovely road, Route 13, that runs between Harrisburg, Marion, and Carbondale and Murfreesboro, is pretty much this sort of delineator between the northern flat glaciated parts of Illinois and the southern hilly parts of Illinois. And what we find is a lot of people come to Carbondale and Marion and Carterville, and they truly fall in love. They truly fall in love with Southern Illinois. It is a unique spot in our great state, and so I think that's kind of a neat thing as well. Other things, if students are interested, like I said, contact me is the best way, and we'll get them set up with the academic advisor that is most used to handling the agricultural programs. And so that's important there. I'd like to take a second and talk about a couple other things about college in general during this time. I think for students who, and let's be honest, there's a degree of uncertainty, a degree of uncomfortableness in life right now. We don't really know what next month holds, or the month after that, and that gives any of us a degree of uncertainty. So let's be honest about that. But I think one of the things that students need to remember, especially students coming out of high school, is that college, no matter where you do it, at John A. Logan, at SIU, or any other 2 or 4 year institution, no matter where you do it at, college is a long-term investment, and it's an investment that will pay dividends to you, to your family, to people that come after you the rest of your life. And I think you have to look at it that way. It's a little bit of you have to tackle it like a job. You have to tackle it like I have to work at this for 2 years or 4 years, and knowing that you're giving a few things up. You're giving up a few things. Take econ with us, and we'll talk about opportunity cost. Knowing that you're giving up a few opportunity cost to better yourself, provide better for those yourself and those close to you in the years that come. And I think you have to view college as that way. And so even though we don't know what the fall of 2019 holds, what life will look like on John A. Logan's campus, or any campus around Southern Illinois for that matter. Um, um, what we do know is that college still is a valuable resource and a valuable tool for young people in their studies and in their future lives. So I think that's one of the things that I wanted to take a minute to say. I'll pause there real quick. Look at a couple questions here. Oh. We do have a couple questions there. We do have average class sizes at John A. Logan can vary. There's no huge classes. Even down in the main building, most classes might be capped at 24 or 30, but even that's tends to be a large class. Agriculture classes, 10 would be a large number historically in an agriculture class. Of course, this being our second year. So that's one of the nice things about John A. Logan. We do have an agriculture horticulture club, which just finally got official approval at the end of this year. So we'll be looking to have students enroll or involved in the agriculture horticulture club at John A. Logan next year. Elect officers, do those type of things. So we have those things coming up. John A. Logan College as well offers a myriad of scholarships through the foundation, and you do not have to be an ag major to apply for all those scholarships, but there are scholarships available through the John A. Logan College Foundation, and a very simple application process for those there. I think one of the things that I like frequently about John A. Logan College is that they still have a very healthy applied tech department. Actually, I just got off my department Zoom meeting 5 minutes before this started, and we still have welding, we have construction management, we have HVAC, we have automotive body, automotive technology, ELT, biomed technology, and so there's a vast array of classes that students can also overlap with their degree while they're at John A. Logan College, and that's one of the nice things about John A. Logan College and the breadth of programs that they have to offer at Carterville, Illinois. Oh, I'll pause there quick, and I would just like to say I appreciate Illinois FFA, and see if there's anything else that's come in here. I'll say real quick. Couple questions. What are some activities that students can get involved in? There's a ton of things. I can't get them all listed or whatever. I'm gonna say a few things that I love most after being on campus at John A. Logan for a couple years. One, and who knows if it'll happen again this fall or not, but it will be back in the future, is hunting and fishing days. If you've never been down to hunting and fishing days, it is an unbelievable experience in Carterville, Illinois. Civil War days is another neat day. Of course, we're named after John A. Logan, a Union general in the Civil War, as well as some other things he did in his time. So there's one day in the fall that they fire off this cannon on a hill from campus about every 15 minutes, I think it is. So you'll be there teaching class, and all of a sudden the windows and walls will shake from this cannon that just got fired off, and that's pretty neat. couple other things here real quick. Um, what encouraged me to take the position? Well, some of you may know my background. I taught at Marion High School for 20 years, and then John A. Logan started this program a year and a half ago, 2 years ago now. And my first year was not much teaching ag classes, but also doing a lot of program development. And I have to say, there's a lot of things that I miss about teaching high school. But I also really appreciate and enjoy teaching high school or community college students who are very in a unique spot in their life where they're interested in kind of transitioning to a different phase in their career, and that's pretty neat. So that's one of the fun things I do like about being able to teach at John A. Logan College. So it's there. I think the things that make John A. Logan